Hello and welcome to the Quiller channel. I want to talk about money. People with ADHD, with bipolar or with autism or all of the above have monumental challenges to do with money. We don't see money as you do. We don't like money. Money is a potential annoyance, a potential problem, a potential project, but it's a potential change. We do not like money. We like what money can give us, but we don't like money. How can I put it? Okay. Money is just this ephemeral, weird numbers on a page with no connection to reality to us. It's boring. It's not interesting. You can't have a conversation with it. You can't talk about your friends with it. You can't make love to it. Hopefully not. It's just icky. But money converted into this, yay. My speakerphone. Money converted into anything that is physical, yay. So this is one of the problems. You see, if I've got any money in the bank account at the end of the month, I cannot sleep until I spend it. Let me explain my bank account. And this is a rules I set up when Paola got ill, and it's a golden rule and I've managed to keep with it, and that is any money in my bank account and my budget software, the amount of money I get in per month is like that. Now, I can look on my bank account and my budget software and see how much of that in the month is going to be used by the bills. And so it might be all of this here. That bit there does not exist. As far as my brain's concerned, it does not exist at all. That money is not there. No matter whether it's going in the bank or not, it does not exist as far as my brain's normal day-to-day thinking. That money is just gone. Even if he isn't going to be paid until the end of the month, all the bills' money is gone. I don't have any access for anything else. It's gone. That might leave something as little as £5 or more. And sometimes it's more and sometimes it's less. But I only see this little tiny bit of money here. And I have to have it that way. And if there's enough money, or let's say there's, at the end of the month, if there's £50, I will either actually have to plan to put it into something more expensive, or I'll have to spend it straight away. I will literally and completely 100% not be able to get back to bed or to sleep if that money stays in the account. It drives me crazy. It literally creates a car crash in my brain that I can't get past if that money's in the account and it hasn't been spent. But this is wonderful. This is physical. This is worth it. Everything, my headphones, my mouse, buying a new mouse, cheap laptops, worth it, totally worth it. Bits and pieces, retro consoles, anything that money can be put on, as long as it's a physical item. Or a Steam game, or something that I can see, something that has some purpose, because the money is just not something that we understand. You'll find a lot of people with ADHD, bipolar and thing, or any of those kind of things, have wrecked credit ratings and everything, and they're in debt and everything because they don't get a hold of it. I thankfully got a hold of it. It's all part of my intrinsic part of my coping strategies that I've been working on for years and years. And it's difficult. My coping strategies for money will not work for anybody else, because you've got to create it. It's like the way I make sure if I'm going to buy something, and I drive my people on my Discord crazy, I'm pretty sure I do, because I will talk about a specific subject and like the scooter and that until I buy it, and I will go through it again and again and again and again, and I'll deep dive into it, and then I will compare it to something else, and I won't spend the money until I'm absolutely, completely sure, and then I take a breath, and then I walk away for a day, and then I come back and say, do I still want this? Is this still the thingy? Is it just something because it's shiny, or will it actually help me? And I have to go through all these little methodology, so the small amount of monies or the large amount of monies, if I've sold something, because remember, any money I spend, I'm in an enclosed system. I have a certain amount of money each month from disability, which is specifically for disability stuff, and that can go on anything, but usually I am limited to the assets in my house. If I decide that I don't want to, if I don't need something, or something is bothering me, a piece of my tech is bothering me, then I have to get rid of it and use that money to buy a different piece of tech for a different coping strategy. But a lot of people, drugs, alcohol, Warhammer miniatures, and they totally and completely go through the roof and spend every little bit of money they've got and don't put aside money for food or anything like that. Or like you'll find out some of these content creators who are actually making quite a bit of money, but have ADHD in that. They have nothing. They have no financial security or anything, because they can't handle financial security. And I wouldn't have someone else do anything for me, because I couldn't trust anybody else. There's no one. There's a few of my friends, but I wouldn't put that on them. So yeah. Boom, boom, boom is what we'd say about this. It's one of the major big challenges for a person in my situation and others. But I talk about it not because I'm special, as always. I talk about this stuff so people know that if they're dealing with this crap, there is help out there for you. And there's more help than there used to be. I'm very, very lucky that I've got so many coping strategies. And so I keep a wish list on my Steam. I keep 3 different wish lists on Amazon. One is that little public one that people can see, but I have 2 others that you can't see, and they are not to be touched by anybody else. They are specifically for me in emergencies, if at the end of the month I've got spare money and I can't think of anything to buy. And I've got those thingies, or things that I do want, but they're there in case I've got money, so I can turn that weird bit of money that shouldn't exist into something that actually will help me. It doesn't happen often, because I've usually got things that I need to buy all the time. I am usually running, on a normal month, I can go, I will probably have like 10, 20, 30 pounds a month spare at the end of the month. Now, the only times that this system breaks down, and it has broken down, it broke down recently, was when Beryl was coming into the end of her life. I spent money that I shouldn't have. And I also, people donated and helped, and a friend of mine loaned me some money as well. And because home visits for vets can be expensive, I usually budget for them, but they can be expensive if you haven't budgeted for them. And I also was buying Beryl lots of takeout, because she had lost her, by this point she had lost her appetite completely, and so I was just trying to make sure she had a nice last couple of weeks before the end, and basically steak kebabs and everything was there for it. So that is the only time in recent memory the thingy, and I knew I could come back from that. It didn't make me sleep very well, but I knew I can put them back on that. And yes, I managed to pay back the person that I loaned the money off as well. So it all come together in that way. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day. This is Jason for the Quiver channel.